marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most, it's Mark Hussein, and every morning I get up and I am blessed to be alive. This morning is no different. I literally waited for, I don't even know how many airplanes to take off. There's just so much energy here this morning, and watching people pull out, watching people litter. That was a new one. And then it was my mission over the majority was this morning marijuana motivation. The message is about being on a mission rather than being with the majority. And this is now time for us to cue the intro. Where's my intro? Shit. Well, there it is. I gotta go click it. Cue the intro. Yes, blessed. It's your boy Mark Hussein. We doing the morning marijuana motivation. It's a beautiful Friday. Friday. Everybody gets a chance to be happy and do what they want in their lives. Hopefully you're doing what you want in your life. That's the purpose of this show. It's for people to live a blessed life and have a mission in life. Unfortunately, a lot of people just wake up and they just exist. They don't exist more. They don't make more of themselves. That's just it. It's a wrap. And then they forget to live. You know, they said, everyone dies, but not everyone lives. And that's such a true story for so many of us that we literally give our energies over to whatever our situations is and our circumstances. And instead of stepping up to the moment or changing the circumstances or changing our mentality and attitude towards the situation, we stay put. We're literally the frog in the bottom of the pot. It's boiling, it's boiling, it's boiling, and we're not even jumping out. And that's something scary to me, that most people don't have an objective, right? They don't have a modus operandi, right? A motivation to do what they with their lifespan, right? Like, what are you going to do with the lifespan? Every day you're breathing in with your lungs and you're shitting out with your ass, but what do you do in between those times? What do you do with your life? And that's something that we had to have a conversation with. I have a mission, I have a passion, I don't have a paycheck. Most people are still chasing money. I'm chasing legacy. Right? There's something more important than just buying things. There's more important than just having a position or a status in life. There's something to do with your power, your actual human power, and the power to move things. Move people, motivate them, move objects, moving actual human beings. Like, we have the power to move mountains and build great walls and build great pyramids. Yet inside of ourselves, right? We have these conflicts of what's my priorities and what kind of position do I want? What do I want people to think of me? Then what do I want to think of myself? There's a very conflicting dichotomy here where we want people to praise us. We want to be exalted. We want to be respected in the world. Most people do. And then there's on the other half of, did we do what it took to be respected? I tell people all the time, you don't want to be famous. They'll be like, you think you want to be famous, but you don't want to be famous because you don't want to pay the price to be famous. I could just say the words Monica Lewinsky and you're like, God damn, she's famous for all the wrong reasons. You could say Michael Jackson, God damn, he blew his fame. We have this idea that these people have such a better life than us when all our lives need is just a purpose. All our lives need is a mission, a fact mission statement. Even when we do businesses, you're not even allowed to start without having a mantra or some sort of motto, a company phrase that says, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing on a regular basis. And it's not just money. And most people would go like, oh yeah, let me get to that. I thought about it the other day, and this is where this came from. I said to myself, like, there's no amount of money, right, that they could pay me to do that job. I forget what job it was. Something I was doing security at Life is Beautiful. He was a big dude standing on his feet. His back, knees, ankles, everything had to hurt. And I'm just like, there's not enough money, 15, 20 bucks an hour, whatever. He was getting paid hourly to do that gig. And I was just thinking, that's what happens. I posted the other day, if you don't have a purpose, you'll be led by someone else's purpose. If you don't have a direction, you will be lost. And there's so many of us that have no mission in life. It's like, why were you born? Why did your parents make love that night? How did they find each other? What made them want to have you that night? And all the planets were alignment so you could have a star sign, and now you're living, breathing, and you got a heartbeat. What are you going to do with your heartbeat? And that's a huge question to ask people. Most people just like, oh, I just assume that I'm breathing. I just assume that I have life, and I just assume that I have these things, and that's just it. It's just a thing. It's something more than just things, right? We're talking about purpose, something about a light shining in the darkness and go, this thing's battling against the darkness. It's battling against generational forces. It's battling against its fear. It's battling against what everyone said could not happen. That's what's happening when you're getting motivated. When you're having the morning motivation, you are literally changing inside yourself your compass. And you're saying, from here on out, this boat is headed somewhere else. And we used to go to certain directions. We used to go to certain harbors. We had habits, right? These habit harbors, we'll call them that. Psychology will coin a phrase. And you're always pulling into this harbor, but there's so many other harbors to pull into. And why not find a harbor that has purpose? Why not find something that while you live and express your creativity, expressing your words, and just breathing in general, you're an expression of something. And what you write and what you draw comes from that expression. So as long as I live and I breathe, I'm doing something with a purpose. As long as I'm alive, not only am I just creating shirts, but I'm creating a message. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not just taking in resources, I'm giving back which has been given to me. You didn't pay for the oxygen this morning. I didn't pay for the oxygen this morning. I didn't ask to be born. You didn't ask to be born. But now we're in the game of our lives. This is your life. Decide the outcome. Decide the journey. Decide today what you want to do with the rest of your days. And that's what purpose feels like. That's what a man on a mission feels like. You know, they say man on a mission. You can be a woman on a mission too, as long as you have something inside your heart that makes you want to go further than your darkness, you're going to win. And that's something that all of us have seen. We all admire and get inspired from people that made it past insurmountable odds. We like to see our Greek tragedies unfold. We like to see a negative go to a positive. And that's what Saints Addiction was all about. I was going to change my addictions, and I was going to become saintly. I was going to literally switch over the things that a majority of motherfuckers would still be hooked up on. They believe in it. They believe in the commercial. I saw some people, really athletic people, boom, drinking again. And I was like, damn, you put so much effort into your body to only blow it away on the weekend. What was your purpose? Is your purpose to be the best you, or is it just to look good to other people? If there's a direction there where it's nefarious, it's subversive, it comes from different, I call it coming at you awkwardly. If your purpose isn't real, then your results won't be real. If you don't have a real goal, and it's not just I want to be a gold Olympian or I want to be a millionaire. No, that's a selfish goal. I'm talking about a self-challenging goal where you're like, you know, I challenge myself to stop doing those habits. I challenge myself to stick to my purpose. I challenge myself to be a man of my word. And by saying I'm going to do something, there's my contract to myself. There's my purpose that binds me. It's more than just I need to go to work to pay a bills. That's not a purpose. That's a cycle. And most people get it confused. And like days go by, months go by, birthdays go by, and you go, where did I spend my life? Well, this is your time to spend it, and spend it wisely. Count out each dollar, count out each day, and go, this day, I'm going to do something with this purpose. And it's been such a fulfillment in my life, especially lately, getting all the things knocked out. The big things, I put them in sections. They go in stages. Stage 1 complete. Got 2 more stages to go. Long-term goals, I don't care if it's going to take 10 years to be successful in a business. This was my passion. This was my purpose. I wasn't going to be done till it's done, and I will be done. So I'm not done. I'm not done in the slightest. I'm going to keep going ham for 10 years straight every day because that's what I said I would do. Not because I intended to do that. It's because that's what my purpose is. That's what I wanted to do. It was my mission to become the pop preacher. I didn't even have a term for it, but I did go live every morning. I do preach all my heart from the start every morning. So this is a blessing to me. This is a blessing that I get to make my own shirts, and things that I come up with come out of my head and go on shirts and go to celebrities and go around the world and be the change that I want to see in the world. So that was my purpose, and now you're getting to witness it. I want you to witness your own purpose. I want you to have some kind of passion and a mission in your life where this is your life. You decide it now, and you make the ending the way you want it to be. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And if you got anything out of this message, like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to be a giver over taker. I'm giving this message for free. You give something today too. Be the change you want to see in the world. Do something nice for someone today. Peace, and I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.